Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. It's your boy, World of Wrestling, here today to discuss about AEW Dynamite, November 23rd, 2022 review. This is actually a far decent fallout of Full Gear. This was actually very entertaining. I enjoyed it, especially the main event with Tamashi Ishii and Ishii versus Chris Jericho. I can't pronounce his fucking first name. Pathetic me. Anyway, this was a very, very good main event world championship match for the Ring of Honor title. These guys tore each other up with the fucking chops throughout the entire match. And I mean, Chris Jericho is bleeding like a stuffed pig. Unbelievable. So that match was really, really fucking good. Definitely top-notch, pay-per-view quality type of match, I would say. So I was definitely entertained by that main event. We also had William Regal start off the show. He came down to the ring, and he asked the crowd from Chicago, which he kind of slightly forgot. He asked the guy by ringside, "Where are we tonight?" And he says, "Chicago." "Oh, Chicago, one of the shittiest places in the world." Basically shitting on CM Punk. That might be a foreshadowing of what could happen in the future with CM Punk. We don't know. But anyway, we go ahead and we move on here with William Regal. And William Regal says, well, MJF is not here tonight. He will be here next week to discuss his world championship win. And I think that was kind of a unique thing. I was kind of hoping we could hear from MJF immediately following the big win he got. But at the end of the day, I don't mind the idea of it being waited on for next week. That brings a little bit more anticipation. Not to mention he was dealing with a knee injury after that match was over. So for them to give him time off for the night and let him come back next week, I think does make valuable sense. William Regal says he's not going to be showing up, and out comes Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley is fucking pissed as hell, and he wants to tear a new asshole in William Regal. I mean, he was burning a hole through his chest. So he goes ahead and he says he was stopped by Bryan Danielson. I do not understand this logic here by Bryan Danielson stopping Jon Moxley outside of explaining the fact because William Regal, since he's known him, actually helped him and his father rekindle their relationship. At one point they hated each other. And he shouldn't do that because he loves William Regal. I don't understand this at all. I don't quite understand the logic here behind William Regal with Bryan Danielson here. Like, why the fuck is he telling him not to beat his ass? I don't understand why Jon Moxley didn't beat Bryan Danielson's ass and William Regal. But he did not. He listened to reason. He left him alone. He just picked up the microphone and said, I got one recommendation for you. Turn your ass around, leave the ring, and get out of town and keep on stepping and get far the fuck away from me. And that's what exactly William Regal did. I don't know if that means it's a retirement for William Regal or that is just a, little thing they just decided to do and leave it at that. So I'm not quite sure on that one. It should be interesting in the upcoming weeks. It should explain what all that meant or whether or not William Regal is going to be joining with MJF as a manager. So that's pretty much what happened there. So, next thing that happened on the card was Jake Hager challenging for the All-Atlantic Championship against Orange Cassidy in a one-on-one match. That was really, really good. I enjoyed this match as well. This was a lot of fun to sit back and watch. Orange Cassidy did pick up the victory. And after the match was over, The best friends were celebrating in the ring, and all of a sudden the House of Black showed up and beat the living shit out of them. Julia Hart was at the top of the ramp, bringing in the Black House, or the House of Black. I almost said it backwards. Anyway, moving on here. Following that little situation, we also had a finals match for determining who would be challenging MJF at the Winter is Coming. In that match, we had Ricky Starks and Ethan Page. Ricky Starks spent a lot of time holding and savoring his shoulder. And on top of that, he did walk away with the victory here at the end of the day. This was actually pretty decent matchup, I think. I didn't have really too much to complain about here either. The show was pretty solid, I'd have to say. Also, what else happened on the show was we actually had Wardlow cut a promo about how he is still technically the TNT champion, and the war between him and Joe is not over. It will continue, and he will recapture the TNT championship. Why they made him lose the TNT championship, I have no idea. Anyway, there was talks about Bow Wow and Jade Cargill, which I had no interest in, nor do I give a shit. Moving from that point, we had the matchup for the Best of Seven Trios Championship match with the Elite and the Death Triangle. And Death Triangle again picks up the victory and walks away with 2 wins in a row. This is very surprising. I thought the Elite would actually get the win here to even things out a bit, but unfortunately that was not the case. I hope they don't go like 2-2 after 4 matches. They probably will do that anyway. But if it does happen, oh well. But yes, the Elite were trying to cheat in this match with the hammer, and unfortunately that backfired pretty much, and we had Pentagon Jr. smash, I think it was Matt Jackson, in the head with the other hammer that they used to ring the bell for the matches. And they get the 1, 2, 3. This match was really close, back and forth. Again, still aggravated by the tag team wrestling in AEW. I wish it was a little bit better because, quite frankly, it's a little too much tornado tag wrestling than actual tagging in and out for the matches. So it's kind of pathetic, I think. But the match was fun for what it was, and the Death Triangle walk away with another W in this Best Out of 7 series. Okay, next up we had an announcement that Jamie Hayter is actually getting the being announced as the official AEW World Champion for the women's division, and that Toni Storm's reign as interim champion will now count as an actual reign as world champion, which was pretty cool. They did have a triple threat tag team match with the women. Brett Baker and Jamie Hager actually walked away with the victory. So that's that. And the main event was actually Chris Jericho and Ishii for the Ring of Honor World Championship. So that pretty much closes out everything for this review. So at this time, guys, I'm sorry I'm cutting it short, but not a whole lot to talk about. It was not a bad show, but it wasn't like, holy shit, unbelievable, to the point of nauseum. Anyway, guys, at this time, you know what to do. Hit the like button if you like the video. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel, and leave a comment down below. I'll definitely get back to you on that. I thank you guys very much for watching, and have a great night. Bye.